This video is about how I made a camera mount that fits on the luggage rack of my 1980 MGB. And it was pretty simple, pretty easy to make. I was just checking my junk box to see what I had laying around here. I wanted to set up a video camera on the back of my MG and video record as I'm driving the car. And here's what I came up with. This is made out of this is a TV mast mounting clamp, and maybe you've seen something like this. I think you can still buy these without having to buy the TV antenna. I think you can buy these at the hardware store. This is what I made. I checked to make sure that this was going to fit the luggage rack, and it came pretty close. And what I did was I used it and drilled a hole. I drilled a hole down through the middle of this and used a 1/4 inch machine screw along with a flat washer and a split washer and a nut to put this together with here. And then of course whenever I checked it on the luggage rack, I marked the ends of the clamp and went ahead and cut the ends off of them. And then instead of using the nuts, I used some wing nuts, and so that's how it fastens to the luggage rack. The middle part here of this camera mount is made out of two 1-inch angle brackets, or corner braces. In the package here, I bought this at the local discount store. There were 1-inch corner braces, and what I did was just set them like this and mount them together like that. And then after drilling a hole here, I mounted the angle brackets like this on here, and the rest of this is all just hardware. On the angle brackets here, originally I had just one nut and bolt, and I had a wing nut on there, and I thought it was pretty neat. I could adjust it so that I could tilt it and adjust the camera angle. I had a little problem, couldn't get it tight enough, and the camera kept falling over. And so instead of using one machine screw and a nut and flat washer and a lock washer, I ended up using two. Just kind of overlapped the two brackets like this, and I just about got the holes a little bit too close. I've got two number six machine screws holding this together, and so it's no longer adjustable this way, but the camera is not going to fall over. The very end of it here is a 1/4 inch by 20 1.5 inch long machine screw, and that is the size that I need to fit the bottom of the camera. The washer, I've got a rubber washer here on top. That's to kind of cushion the bottom of the camera. That came out of the junk box. I don't even remember where this came from, but here I've found a use for it. And then I've got another large washer and a smaller washer. This large washer doesn't really fit. It's just for a little bit of equal pressure on that larger rubber washer. And so there's another flat washer and a split lock washer and a nut. And so of course the camera just simply screws on. Yep. Get it started. And then you position the camera in the direction that you want to position it, and then take a wrench and tighten this nut here to tighten the camera. So that's a very simple camera mount, and again, it was just a TV mast mounting clamp and two angle brackets and some nuts and bolts. This is my 1980 MGB. It's carmine red with gold stripes. Originally it has a autumn leaf interior. Right now it has seat covers over it. The inside of it needs to be restored. The body is all original except for the hood, and that's the original paint on the car. And the paint's getting pretty old. It's been polished so many times it's started to get the paint's starting to rub through at the very top, on the tops of the fenders. And so it's about time for a paint job, but that'll come a little bit later. In the meantime, I am having a blast driving this car. And there's my camera mount right there on the boot lid. So now I'm ready to mount my camera on there and point it towards the windshield and take this thing for a test drive.